Hello everyone, welcome to class. My name is Yiru Ni from Com 302, and for today I'm going to talk about the three design principles that you should know. For today's learning objectives, we will be talking about the constancy, immersion, and aesthetic usability effect. But before we jump into those principles, I want to suggest you to purchase one book called The Universal Principle of Design that based on my 4-year college learning experience, I think each designer must have this book. Okay, let's talk about the first principle, constancy. Before I talk to the definition, let's see one example. Here you can see the three rectangle, and for your first looking, they didn't have the same size of the shape, but for deep down we know that this is a door. No matter when you open it, close it, or the opening, the shape won't change. So this is about constancy. That means the tendency to perceive as unchanging despite the changes in sensory input. Because based on the different type of the sensory input, we also can divide to the 4 types of the constancy, which is shape constancy, size constancy, brightness, and loudness. Let's talk about the shape first. You can see the comic style image here, the boat and the land. According to this image, we can see the size of the boat and the land is different, but we all know they have the same size. And also take a look for these 3 square and a circle. We can see they have the different shape, but deep down we know they are the same size of the square and the circle. The key point of the shape constancy is about the perspective. Okay, now let's move on the size constancy. When you look at this image, are they same size hands to you? Probably not. When you look at your hands, are they same size hands to you? I will say yes. The reason why is about the distance. Because for the size constancy is about when you separate 2 or more objectives to the constant distance, the size of them will change, but obviously they still remain the same. And also when you know this principle, you can also play around, like shooting the interesting photograph, like the teeny tiny girl with the larger bag. And also about the brightness constancy, you can see the girl with the same clothes, but the color of the clothes didn't look the same, but in fact they are wearing the same color. And also for this one, the circle in the center, they belong to the same color blue, but for the square that around the circle, the A is about the darker gray and the B is lighter, but when we look at them, it seems like the B circle kind of lighter than A, but in fact they are all the same color. Why? Because the illumination, the definition of the brightness constancy is no matter how change illumination around the objective, the color still remains the same. And the last one, the loudness constancy, and you can see the resource of sound didn't change anything, but the people, they between the different distance, but the reaction of these sounds is different. The people who close to the sounds seem too angry, but the people who far away from their sounds seems like I didn't hear anything. Why? Because of the distance.